Hi YouTube, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. Um, I did put up a couple of short videos this morning when I was out. We have deer flies around here, and when I had a perfect shot of my Japanese lilac tree, and it's a tree, not a bush. They get taller than I have French lilacs, the lavender color. That's just a bush. It's not as tall as the tree. Um, well, anyway, so I was out there recording that, and as I had my hand on the camera, well, it was this one. I had a deer fly land on me and bite me. I couldn't smack it, so I just I gave up. It only took a second. So yeah, I was able to get a pretty good. The first shot I took when I got bit, that actually was a better shot of the thing than. But then I showed you my bonfire pit. It's just the perfect size for pedos. As you can see, it's a large pit and it's very deep. So you can get a really raging fire going in there to make sure all the bones get melted down, you know. Yeah. What kind of mood am I in today? Pretty good one. A little bit ago I was Lady Babylon here on YouTube had Greek lessons. If you want to go start the very first Greek lesson in this, we haven't started Unit 1. It's just the introduction. I'll share it in my community for you, and then you can get up to speed with what we're doing. I mean, look, if I can do it, and I've dove into several languages like German and Spanish. I took 2 years of Spanish and some other um, Latin dialects of that Hispanic language, and a little bit of this and that. But I mean, I'm totally going to dive headfirst into this. And yeah, I know a lot of the um, words that we use in the English language they derive out of the Greek a lot. You can hear so many languages in there. It's just remarkable. It is a beautiful language, and like Professor Alman today, he's like, yeah, what did I get myself into? That's kind of when you're first looking at it, it can be a little bit daunting. But then if you just stick with it, I can see myself grasping, how the words are formed, how you put them together, and we're going to be working on nouns coming up, you know. Um, so if you just go look at the introduction, and um, it well, anyway, I'll give you the link to that if you're interested. And see, I've got one of my sundresses on today. Yeah, it's nice just to be able to wear something comfortable. It's so warm out. Not like it was yesterday and the day before, though. It was just hideous. So I was going to show you. I have a silver chain, like um, Professor Hillman's. His silver chain. I have one. It's sterling silver. It's smaller. I mean, the links are only about that big, but it's a pretty nice bracelet. I was gonna wear it, and I thought, that's a little silly anyway, because then what? Did I go buy it because he already had one? Nah, I've had it for about probably 30 years, so yeah. But anyway, so yeah, my day started out pretty good. Got out and fed the kitties and little household things I got done. So I wanted to talk about these wars or whatever you want to call it, what these creatures do out there. I heard somebody had a compilation of different presidents when they got into office. Oh, let me see, it was Jay Woodward, I think, off of Woodward TV. talking about how these presidents, when they get into office, they set off a bomb. It's like last time when Trump got in, he set off the mother of all bombs, the Moab bomb or whatever they call it. So he did that last time he got in too. And then it showed a bunch of other presidents that either started a war or bombed something. I guess from what I understand, to get in that position of power as the president or in leadership of a country, you have to blow something up. So, okay, everybody, what are we going to blow up? The internet with their nonsense? Because we all know this is in a playbook. I mean, as far as them getting together, whether it's G7 or whatever, they're getting together in their groups and deciding who's going to bomb who, what parts of the world are they going to rebuild, you know, if there's a old facility there, what do they want to level so they can build something new like the third temple or whatever. And what is that third temple? If you have the two pillars in Freemasonry, that some people think that's like what is it? Yab and Boaz, or they think it's two men. Mm, what's the third pillar? I do believe the two pillars are the male and the female. The third would be the little thing that thinks he thought he knew more about creation than the Almighty. I think that's what the third pillar is, who people would refer to as the demiurge. Or I get so sick of people saying that God or Sophia or whoever made mistakes. Oh, get real. Come on. We're in this flesh. Do you think that somebody that can do this to you made some type of mistake? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's entirely intentional and they know science a lot better than anybody on this planet ever will, you know. So, but I think all wars, except for the suffering of the innocent, all wars are staged, as a lot of these fake events are out there, you know, trying to get people in an uproar, trying to get them out there to picket and do whatever they're going to do, you know. Stay off the streets, people. It isn't going to help. I mean, these people don't care. If I had a pen and I tell them, go ahead, have your wars, and after you hurt people and you put people in fear, I'm writing your name out of the book. So have fun while you can. If that doesn't put fear in somebody, I don't know what would, but evidently they think, oh, just one last hurrah. Yeah, we'll do what we want because nothing's ever happened to us yet, you know, yet. So, anyway. Yeah, what I'm telling you, it's not that people aren't getting hurt. I'm sure they are. But these are all staged, and there isn't a righteous world leader in any of these that say that they're going to get together for peace talks or all the rest of their shit. It's like, oh, we'll bomb you and now we'll talk about peace. Um, my president, it's not my president. He's nobody's president. He's a piece of red-haired fucking excuse me. I have a red-headed son. I apologize, people. Um, for you beautiful redheads. It just Trump drives me batty. He always has. This isn't anything new. This is decades ago. I took one look at that thing and it's like ish. So anyway, so if some of you just are in love with this person, take take his suit off him. Even put him in his golf clothes and see him for the human being he is, you know. not with all his money. Strip him from anything he's got, and he's just another human, except that he's connected with the Dark Cabal bloodline. I did share pictures on my Facebook when they signed the Noahide laws in effect. So him working with the Israelites, his allies, not ours. So, yeah, he's just a creep. Anyway, I really can't stand him. I never have been able to. I don't know why people admire him so much. It just, he's repulsive. He really is. That's not somebody I would even spend time with as a friend, not even close. And I grew up around people that had money, you know? So yeah, no, I wouldn't even, in fact, some of them I wouldn't even socialize with, and they were my relatives, you know? Staged events. Um, some people don't believe that we have nuclear weapons. Um, I can't prove anything one way or another, but my adopted dad was in the Navy and he was on a ship that they were at Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima. And from what I understand, it's real. Um, After that, he had been tested for radiation all his life. He ended up getting some skin cancer. Well, it was melanoma on his face. And I'm not so sure that sun wrecks your skin. I get really dark if I'm out in the sun, but I've never had any problems or spots or nothing like that ever in my life, you know, really. When I lived in Arizona, I used to sunbathe under an orange tree because at least it wasn't the direct sun, but I get some sun on my skin, you know. Couldn't lay right out in it, but you know, so yeah, it's good for you to get a little sunshine. So I don't know how many of you believe that these wars are real. I mean, like I say, of course, there are people being injured. I have no doubt about that. I mean, look what they did to Gaza and to move people, and then they want to build some kind of ritzy resort type called Trump Israel and combine us with Israel, GTFH, right? Who else feels like that? Like, out of here with your shit. These people, what can't you decide if you're a United States citizen or if you're not? You can't decide where your allegiance lie. This dude's treasonous. Talk about dishonorable to strike somebody that didn't strike a country first. In my book, that screams dishonor. That screams trash of the universe. That's the way it is in reality. You know, be like if somebody um, said they were going to beat up your little brother or something, but they never did. But you go and beat them up just because. Oh, or they just had a bat and you were looking at their bat outside their door and just assumed they were going to use it on your little brother. That's about the same thing. What happened? Iran has no nuclear weapons, and they've been saying for decades that they have those capabilities when they don't. in Israel has more than just about anybody, except for us in Russia, probably. Maybe more than Russia. And Israel's killed a lot of people around the world. Their banks funding wars all over the world, and everybody disrespects them, if not hatred, you know? So I certainly do. I'm not pulling any bones about it. I've never shut up about it. I won't either. They could be dragging me to the guillotine, and I'd still be telling them where to go themselves and the babies that they bought. So anyway, um, they're gonna start the fear tactic shit here in the United States, saying that Iranians are people of Muslim faith or whoever are going to attack us, that they'll retaliate and whatever, and it'll be not that it won't be real, but it is all staged. It's like the George Soros things with the bricks and all that. You know, we all know that that was a setup to tear inner cities apart. And a lot of the little businesses that went out of business, I mean, think about it. If you have insurance on your building and you've been in business for 20 or 30 years and somebody busts up all your stuff and breaks everything, you're probably going to come out better with your insurance. That is mafia, like these creatures are, because that's all the United States is one big organization along with the rest of them, you know. So in other words, they get paid to have their places vandalized, and they could really care less. And most of the business owners I've ever known were some type of Masonic or affiliated. Prove me wrong. I can tell you it's the truth. You go into these little towns anywhere in the United States and you see the people in the Chamber of Commerce rather, and people that are judges and police, and they're all affiliated groups, the Eagles, the Knights of Columbus, the Shriners. I could go on and on. The list is extensive worldwide. It's totally phenomenal. And if you think these people actually pay dues to be a part of this organization against the rest of the human beings in the world. I'm not saying every business owner, I've owned a business, I'm not saying every business owner is a shady mafioso piece of but a lot of them are, you know. There, I haven't seen, I can't remember. I saw a list of what the wars were going to be and everything I'm talking about. Uh, it's coded in the King James New Testament, coded in there using the Webster Dictionary. It sure is. Um, just that another human being could even one little child being afraid of these wars or one person getting hurt, that's enough for me to really be disgusted enough to the point where if I met some of these people in person, they'd be lucky to get out alive. I mean, I'm not a killer, but the way I'd look at them would make them know what I wanted to do. But in the end, I will get my way. They are not making it past go. These creatures will never escape what I call hell. So all the little moms and babies at home and or dads caring for your little ones, watching all this bullshit go down, just know it doesn't look like it right now, but there will be justice. I can guarantee that I'm not alone in this battle. And there's people with more control and more power than that whole affiliated dark cabal put together. Just one warrior like me with that brain is stronger than all of them put together. That's why they call me Trouble. That's was my nickname. For good reason too. Because my imagination can eliminate their existence. How about that? Truth. They know it too. They tried to kill me several times. When you can't kill somebody and you actually tried, I'd have to give you a total laundry list of their dirty deeds towards me, and you'd go like, and you lived through that? Yeah. Think how they feel. Think about the fear when each one of them monsters stepped up and tried to do something to me and it didn't work. And then people think that I'm just silent or quiet. No, you have no clue what happened to those people for crossing me. Looks like nothing happened, but it did. Nobody gets away with shit with me. I'm still avenging a death from a long time ago. Actually, more than one. That started my war right there. Just what they wanted to do, just what they wanted to submit within human beings, the true spirit. Just trying to control that was enough to really piss me off because um, nobody controls me. You can ask me nice. That's as close as anybody will ever get, you know. But if I like you, you're probably not even going to have to ask because I do things for people I like anyway. So I'm not just being a fathead here, people. I've worked hard to bring more light into this world than what they want. So, and I hope, and I really hope that you just don't think I'm being agorant like that, you know. But I have every right to tell you about my abilities. And they better start getting scared. Well, you know what? It's not going to help them. They're already scared. I just want to help them along the way. Videos like this, that helps. So I hope it helps your hearts. Excuse me. Just knowing that there's people out there actually really true warriors that will go above and beyond the call of duty. This is beyond a duty to me. This has everything to do with what is right and good and virtuous and true. True. God damn it, I hate liars. I hate liars more than I hate anybody. And That includes all these creatures. Real people don't lie. Real people have honor. There's no way if I was in Trump's shoes that I would have been even over in the Israel's waters, like around the Arabian Sea or Red Sea, whoever. No way. Not even close. Because I'm honorable. I wouldn't have been making deals with these creatures. And he wants, like, Canada to be our 51st state and taking over Greenland because it's a good place for a military place. And it's like, how loud can he scream he's retarded before people see that it's actually for what it is? You don't sign a piece of paper or go into a war room and decide to go kill a bunch of people just because you're assuming what they're going to do. No, it's all set up, and now you're going to start seeing all this bullshit that they're going to plan, probably like on the 4th of July or, big events, something big, get a group of people together, and then all of a sudden Iran's pissed, because we're the bad guys, even though none of us would actually even hurt anybody unless we were in that battle personally, you know, and try and make you or I feel like dirt. That's not going to happen. This is the world leaders. There is nobody in another country that hates us. I mean, they might think they do based on what their government tells them, but under normal circumstances, meeting another human being, no, people aren't like that. The governments are, but the people aren't. We know that. So yeah, I debated whether or not to even talk about it anymore because it's not that I've exhausted myself on it. It's like, yeah, and for a lot of people, it falls on deaf ears. I mean, they're going to believe what they want to believe. Some people probably believe that all Iranians are hateful and they deserve it and they hate us and they're dangerous and, no. It just gets sickening, doesn't it? I thought maybe, maybe I could see a couple decades of none of this shit going on, you know? Not on this planet, at least not above ground. you know? Who believes in Agartha? you know? Well, I'm gonna get this uploaded. I want to say hi to everybody and yeah, just let you know that it looks like nothing's being done on the behalf of the people. But yeah, there's some of us out here that know what's going on, and we know that you wouldn't even, would you? Okay, here's one. Do any of you smoke or have a beer or whatever? I mean, you might say yes, but I mean, I wouldn't even sit down and smoke a bowl of herb with Trump. For one, I wouldn't share my germs with him. I never do. I don't share. Like, I'll share with you, I'll give it to you and give you another pipe, but I wouldn't even give him any. I would not partake with him. That's sacred to me. There's no way I would take something that's sacred and expose it to that trash. And that's what he's doing to all the human beings in the United States. He's calling you murderers. You have blood on your hands because of him. I'm not too happy about it. I don't know about you, but I don't take kindly to it. I never have. I was picketing and I think it was 1968. I was 12. I was picketing the Vietnam War. So, so none of this is really new to me anyway. It's been going on forever. That's just what they do. So, okay, everybody, have a really good week and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.